Laughing Pikachu here. Welcome back to another video. So in yesterday's video, we actually got this lovely card right here, and in the video I sort of hinted at it, but I'm thinking about sending in a PSA grading submission, and right now I actually have a total of 16 cards, and I need your help to decide which ones we should submit. I have some really cool older cards, but they aren't in the greatest of condition. I have some really good condition newer cards that may not be super valuable, or I just have some really interesting cards, super miscut cards. So I want to know your opinions and your thoughts. Also, there's a lot of people out there who are reading through the comments and interacting in the videos who know a lot more about PSA submissions than I do. So this is very much just a community sort of thing. I would love to know your thoughts as I show off these cards. I need you guys to help me narrow it down to your top 5 favorite cards. Again, there are 16 total. If this works out well and we end up having a lot of fun with it, definitely opening up the door to more PSA submissions in the future. But for now, I just want to make a smaller first PSA submission of 5 cards, and right now I have 16 total, and I need your help to decide which ones we should do. So let's just go through this. I'll show you guys the cards that I personally would like to submit. These are just the 16 that I picked for today's video. And then, yeah, you guys can let me know in the comments. Just give me a list of your top 5. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, list them out. And the one with the most likes or something, I might, select that one, or maybe combine some of the different lists. We'll see. But please share your thoughts in the comments below. But here's a look at the Keldeo, and I will give you guys a close-up of each of the cards, in case you guys want to decide, whether or not, which card to submit and stuff like that. As I mentioned, some of these, I think, are more likely to get 10s than others. I think that it's definitely a lot harder to get 10s on English Pokemon Full Arts. I don't think that this Keldeo right here will get a 10, just because, that bottom right there. But honestly, I don't know. And also, the back is sort of, off center, and there's, a little bit of white specks. I don't know if this would get, maybe an 8, I feel like. I'm not entirely sure. Never really done this before. But that is our first contestant. Number 1 is the Keldeo. So that's number 1. Another option is the Lugia Full Art. And the reason that I picked these aren't necessarily because they're my favorite, or sorry, they're not because they're my most valuable cards in the set, or in my collection, but rather just some of my favorite artworks. So that's why I picked these. Maybe in the future we can grade my most expensive cards. I don't know, but for now, just wanted to show you guys. So I noticed right there, the Lugia does have a little dot right there, but for the most part, I think this card's pretty good. Flip it around to the back. Oh, there is a crease. I didn't even notice that. Wow. So there's a crease right there. So maybe this isn't a good one. I don't know. I like the artwork a lot, so I just wanted to make that an option. I think that in general, if we have a whole wall of PSA cards in the back, that actually might look really cool and make for a really good background. Here's Charizard. I think Charizard's just a classic Pokemon that everyone really likes. I think this is a very cool card. The Mega Charizard. This is the first time it was seen as a full art. It was actually the first full art that I pulled, so it has a little bit of a special sentimental value too. But this is from Flashfire, beautiful set. A little bit off, you can see the left border is slightly smaller than the right border. The back of the card, this top part, you can see a couple of white specks right there. And then on the side right there too. Oh my gosh, I don't know. So there's another option. I think this one's in better condition than the Lugia, but definitely not perfect. It's hard to find perfect English Full Arts. I do have to point that out. We also have the silver card. You guys know me. I love my silver and gold cards, and I actually pulled out all 4 for today's video to show off in case we do decide to pick them. The front of the card looks pretty good, which is, pretty standard for a lot of the English cards, but if you flip it around to the back, the top part does, in fact, have a little bit of whitening. So maybe none of these are good cards, and if that's the case, you can definitely leave that in the comments below. I have a couple of Japanese Full Arts that I think would actually get 10s that I didn't show off in this video, so if you actually don't like any of the cards that I showed, you can comment that too, and I can maybe make a part 2 to this. I do want this submission to be, a fun one for us. Hopefully we can get back some nice grades, or I don't know. I think that this one, I don't know, it's not terrible, but there's spots at the top too. I don't have any perfect English cards, I don't think. But this is a beautiful card for sure. So I did want to make that as one of our options. Alright, stick that into a sleeve. So those are 5 of them. We do have more. This is another gold card. I think the next gold card that I show you is a Japanese one. Okay, so there's a little bit of damage right there. Oh my gosh. I love these cards so much, though. Like, I definitely have to give it to them. Like, they did a great job making these cards. The card just isn't that bright and, like, shiny and crisp and new looking. At the top there is some whitening, some white specks. So I don't know. Maybe none of these are good. I don't know. I think this one is going to do pretty well, though. This is a Lunala Golden Japanese card. So we carefully pull this one out. As you can see at the back, this one's actually, like, I think it would be flawless. I don't know. There's that little thing right there, though. I don't know if that's... I don't know. I don't want to keep saying I don't know in the video, but I really don't. I don't know enough about this, but here's a good look at the cards. So, yeah, I don't know. I think this one, it might get a 10. Not sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, please, though, because you guys, I was reading through them, like, you guys know so much more about PSA grading than I do. All right, so I actually pulled out just the Japanese version. I have the English, oh, sorry, that's out of focus. I have the English version of this card, too. I don't think the English one is anywhere near 10, though. That's why I pulled out this one. So, I don't know. We'll see. I said I don't know again. Oh, my goodness. Here's the back of the card. This is a very old card, so that's another reason why I was, like, thinking about grading it. It's, like, older, from Dragons Exalted. Pretty good condition. And it's, like, my favorite full art of all time, so I think that this is probably one of the ones we will end up grading. Probably one of the 5. But we'll see. I'm kind of leaning towards, so this card, the Gold Lunala, because I think those can both get 10s, and then just for fun, just like cards that I like after that. So I think as long as I get 1 or 2 10s, I'll be happy. I don't necessarily want like all 10s. This is another really cool card. This is the Pikachu, silver Pikachu card. The front looks pretty good to me. I honestly don't see anything wrong with it. I might have to take a closer look, of course, before I submit. And the back looks pretty good, too. I honestly don't see anything super wrong with it. I don't know how closely I need to be, like, looking at these cards. I don't know. Not sure. But I will carefully slip this one back into a sleeve. This is one of my favorite cards, too, for sure. The Mew and the Pikachu are, like, my 2 favorite cards. So we're getting into a couple of Japanese cards now. This one is Japanese. The next one that I show you is also going to be Japanese. The thing is, I don't want all Japanese cards. I know that it's very hard to get PSA 10 English cards, and I kind of want to try and get one. With that being said, if we don't have any potential 10s that are English, though, maybe not really worth our time. I'm not sure. You can see how indecisive I am through this video. But there's another cool Japanese one. This one, oh, this is a beautiful card. Absolutely love it. The Shining Mew from Shining Legends was actually sort of like based off of this card right here. It's a cool glossy card. The top right part has a little bit of like, see that like whiteness right there? I don't know if that will be an issue. I feel like it will be, but it's a very glossy, shiny card. The back is actually quite nice though. It's like, it's good. It's good. Like, that's just from, yeah, so there's like, I don't really see anything major. It's just mainly the front part, and I guess maybe that corner right there. I don't know. It's a beautiful card, though. I love the hollow pattern on it. It's just gorgeous. So there's that. We also have a couple of gold cards. Actually, I just pulled out one. I do have multiple gold cards. As I mentioned, not really looking to grade all of my most expensive cards right now. Mainly just looking to pull out cards that I either like a lot personally, or I think are good contestants for PSA 10s. This card, the front is actually pretty freaking good. When you flip it around to the back, though, it's not as great. But I'll try and show you guys the hollow pattern. Not a whole bunch of, like, scratches or anything. The bottom part here has a little bit of, like, silvering in that corner right there. And then the back does have a significant amount of, like, whitening, as you can see, along the corner right there. Honestly, I don't know what this would get. If it's like below a 5, I probably would not want to grade it, but if it can get, you know, higher than a 5, maybe. I'm not sure. Alright, so we'll stick that into a sleeve. Stick that into the English pile. We also have this card right here. This is just a coughing. The cool thing is you can see like the black dot on it right there from where it was supposed to have been cut, and the back is quite, you know, miscut. So I thought it was kind of maybe a cooler card to get. I don't really have any other cards like this in my collection where they're super like off cut. So that's something that I did want to pull out and make an option for us. Another one is just Pikachu. I have a couple of other copies of this Pikachu as well, so this one I think is in pretty good condition. There's a little like white speck right there. I might have a slightly better condition one, but this is definitely one of the best ones because this one came directly from my full art collection rather than the massive Pikachu binder. So I don't know. We'll see. This is not a super expensive card though, so I'm not sure it's something we want to be grading. I don't know. This Mew is the oldest card, or actually, I don't know what's older. I think this one's older than the Pikachu Gold Star. So yeah, this actually is the oldest one that we pulled out. It's not in great condition though. I'll quickly show you guys the back of it. But there's definitely a significant amount of whitening, as you can see along the edges. But it is an older card that is just beyond beautiful, and I love Mew. So I did want to make that an option for us if we so choose. I think there is actually a little bit of scratches on the surface of the hollow pattern. Which you can see like right there. So I don't know. And then there's of course silvering along the sides too. But it is an old beautiful card that I definitely like a lot. And then of course the last one is the Charizard. I showed it off a lot in yesterday's video, but in case you guys are looking for another glimpse of it, here is what it looks like. The front is great. The back is a little bit off-centered, but I don't know if I'm just being super picky or if it's okay. I was reading through the comments. Some of you guys said it might be a 9 instead of a 10. I don't know what would sort of like make the difference between a 9 and a 10. So if you guys could, I guess, expand more on, you know, why you think this card would get a 10 or a 9, let me know in the comments. But I don't know. It's a beautiful card. I think that if we do get a 10 on this, it would be, you know, a fantastic card to have in the collection. Honestly, I don't think I would want to grade this card particularly if it got a 9, just because there's so many other cards that I really, really like. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments. As I mentioned multiple times, I'm rambling on at this point, so I'm going to stop the video here. But thank you so much. And yeah, let's hopefully have an awesome first PSA submission. Share your thoughts, and I will catch you guys in the next one. If you guys are new, hit subscribe. And guys, thank you so much for all of the orders on Cavendish. Your support has been incredible. Seriously, like, I would not be here today if not for you guys. We do have a $230 booster box that will be opened up on the channel very soon. There's so much stuff coming. So please stay tuned, guys. Can't wait to show off these videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't ever be ashamed to be you, because you are your own type of beautiful. Oh my gosh, guys, these cards are gorgeous. Whew. All right, see you in the next one. Bye, guys.